You might have only just started playing Genshin Impact or have been playing for a while now and not knowing what resin is or what to spend it on. Well, in this video I'll be going over what to spend resin on and each adventure rank and how not to struggle with the endgame contents. If you just started playing Genshin and you don't know what resin is, it's the most important resource in the game. Resin is used to get resources that you will need to progress in the game. We can only spend resin on a few things in the game, but it's very important to spend them wisely as we only get 180 per day. But most important of all, you should never let your resin cap at 160, always be spending your resin. One of the first things you can't use your resin on is ley line outcrops. There'd be two types, Blossom of Revelation dropping EXP books and Blossom of Wealth dropping Mora. At AR 8 you unlock Blossom of Revelation, and you could farm those if you're not close to AR 12 or Adventure Rank 12, but at AR 12 you unlock the Blossom of Wealth. Because Mora is more useful during the late game, it's recommended you farm these instead of EXP books. AR 16 is when we unlock the Domain of Forgery, which gives weapon material that are needed to upgrade weapons. You should only do these domains when you have to upgrade your weapons. After completing the story quest Prologue Act 3, we unlock our first weekly boss, the Valen. I don't recommend doing this weekly boss fight for the rewards, just as the drops are not really that good before Adventure Rank 40. Here is a boss drop data gathered by the community, and we can see that we don't get anything really that good till AR 40, so I don't recommend doing these until AR 40. At AR 22 we unlock artifact domains, but because the early game isn't hard and we don't need really good artifacts, and the fact that they don't drop anything good till AR 40, we are going to ignore them for now. At Adventure Rank 25 is when we can ascend our characters for the second time, which requires boss drops. So just farm enough resources to get your character ascended. At AR 27 is when we unlock character talent upgrades, which require talent books we can get from domains. You should definitely upgrade your talents because it's one of the most important upgrades in the game. What we're basically going to do before we get to AR 40 is going to be just farming ley lines, weapon, maybe character talent materials, and some bosses. AR 40 is when artifact domains start dropping 5 stars and weekly boss drop talent materials and better artifacts. So now we should now be doing weekly bosses and looking into doing some artifact farming to build our main DPS until we get to like AR 45 or so. For artifacts, we are not looking into those perfect artifacts or trying to get best 5-star artifacts. We just want an artifact with okay stats, and it could be a 4-star. Before we reach AR 45, we really only want to focus on one DPS character and one or two support with maybe a healer. One of the supports could be a healer, it doesn't matter. AR 45 is when artifact domains now guaranteed to drop 5-star artifacts, and now we can look into building our main DPS character with all 5-star artifacts. We also want to get some good artifact set for our support as well. Some characters just do much better when they have the good artifact set. Someone like Sucrose on Viridescent is so much better. Barbara on Maidens is going to be way better as well. So we also want to kit our support out with the correct artifact sets. If you farmed a lot of Mora before reaching AR 40, AR 45, you should have a lot of Mora and not have to worry about it until you start building out your second team. At AR 50, we can do our final character ascension, but you should not level them to 90 just yet. The amount of EXP and Mora is required is a lot, and the damage increase is minimal. We should use the EXP and Mora we're gonna do on leveling a character to level 90 and look into building our second team to do Spiral Abyss. So what should you do if your character uses Gladiator or Wonders? Should I farm the bosses for those? The answer is no. It's not worth the resin to farm those till your AR 55, where it can't drop 5-star artifacts guarantee. And even then, it's not really worth the resin. 40 resin for one 5-star artifact, where you can spend 20 resin in a domain and get one 5-star artifacts. But just from you fighting weekly bosses and killing the normal bosses from time to time to ascend the character, you should have enough. You should have a one or two few really good Gladiator or Wonders artifact you can use on your characters. Okay, so you reach the end game now. You're AR 55 now. You have 2 teams built. You cleared all of Abyss. You 9-star every single floor. what should you do with your resin now? Well, you can always build another character for fun, but if you don't have any character you want to build, you can prepare for a future character. If you don't know how to do it, watch this video. I'll tell you all the steps to build any future character. But what if no future character interests you right now and you're just waiting? What should you do? Now it might be a really good time just to stock up on EXP books and Mora. You can never have enough Mora nor EXP books, because the second you start building characters, Mora and EXP books just drain out of your account. Now a quick recap. Until you get to AR40, we should only focus on one DPS character. We should mostly be farming ley lines, mostly the Mora ley lines, but EXP book ley lines if you really need them. AR40, we should now start farming artifact domains and weekly bosses to try to get our DPS character up. At AR45, we should try to perfect our first team. At AR50, we should have our first team pretty much built, and we're looking to building our second team now for Abyss. At AR55, you're basically trying to perfect your team and trying to clear all Abyss now. And if you don't have anything to do, farm EX books and Mora. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you found this helpful. If you're just new to Genshin, where you've been playing for a little bit now and you don't really know what to spend resin on, I hope this video helped you, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a nice day.